Sahagana Raghunatham Nitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakham Nitamsha Namaom Vishnuvadaya Krishna Vrishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauramani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashat Deshatharine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurakuse Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, Dandat Pranam Prabhu, please give us 1 minute.
Yes.
Please permit us to welcome you, Hare Krishna devotees. Please, by taking the shelter of holy name, please welcome our dear Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu for today's evening class. Everybody is requested to unmute and chant loudly Hare Krishna mantra 3 times.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare
Hare Bol. So we are in chapter 90, last chapter, final chapter of our Bhagavatam 10th canto.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, Dandarpranams. Sorry for interrupting, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Prabhu, today is Mahashivratri, no? Prabhu can is a little bit glorify about Lord Shiva also, maybe possible.
Okay, we'll take both. We'll cover the chapter also and we'll do that also. Yeah.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Very good. So, somebody can read the summary. With full screen, this is little small. The font.
I can read, Prabhu. It's okay.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.90 summary. This chapter describes how Lord Krishna enjoyed with his queens in the lakes of Dwaraka. It also relates the queen's ecstatic prayers in the mood of intense separation from him and summarizes the Lord's pastimes. Lord Sri Krishna continued to reside in his affluent capital of Dwaraka, together with the Yadus and his queens. He would enjoy sporting with his wives in the ponds, on the palace grounds, squirting water on them with a syringe and being squirted in turn. With his graceful gestures, loving words, and sidelong glances, he would enchant their hearts. In this way, the queens would become totally absorbed in thoughts of him. Sometimes after playing with the Lord in the water, they would address various creatures, Kurari and Chakravaka birds, the ocean, the moon, cloud, a cuckoo, mountain, river, and so on, declaring their great attachment to Sri Krishna on the pretext of commiserating with these creatures. Lord Krishna begot 10 sons in the womb of each of his queens. Among these, Pradyumna was foremost, being equal to his father in all transcendental qualities. Pradyumna married Rukmi's daughter, and from their womb Aniruddha was born. Aniruddha then married Rukmi's granddaughter and begot Vajra. who was the only Yadu prince to survive the battle of iron clubs at Prabhasha. From Vajra descended the remainder of the Yadu dynasty, beginning with Pratibahu. The members of the Yadu dynasty are virtually innumerable. Indeed, just to educate their children, the Yadus employed 38,800,000 teachers. Before Lord Krishna appeared, many demons took birth in human families to harass the people of the world and destroy Brahminical culture. To subdue them, the Lord ordered the demigods to descend into the Yadu dynasty, which then expanded into 101 clans. All the Yadus recognized Sri Krishna as the Supreme Personality of Godhead and had unflinching faith in him. While resting, eating, walking, and so on, which they often did in his company, they would forget their own bodies in their transcendental happiness. The 10th canto concludes with this promise of success for the sincere hearer. By regularly hearing, chanting, and meditating on beautiful topics of Lord Mukunda, with ever-increasing sincerity, a mortal being will attain the divine kingdom of the Lord, where the inviolable power of death holds no sway. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
We can have the summary of Lord Krishna's glories. Description of Dwarka's beauty. Lord Krishna sports with his queen in the lakes of Dwarka. The mad talk of the queen of Dwarka. Ecstatic prayers of the queen in mode of separation. Glorious position of queens of Dwarka. Summary of Lord Krishna. First time Lord Krishna is an example of ideal householder. Descendants of Lord Krishna. Glorious position of Yadu. The power of Yadu. Eternal nature of Lord Krishna's pastime. Is all?
Yes.
Okay. Previous slide. Yeah. So here, yeah. So Lord's pastimes in Dwarka are described, and how now Lord does the wind up and later. So this is like the Dwarka are the ending pastimes. So we see Lord did. Yeah. You can put my picture as focus. Okay. Okay. Hare Krishna. So the pastimes of Vrindavan, Mathura, and Dwarka. Dwarka are the final pastimes. Later in 11th canto, we'll see how Lord disappears from this world. So here the Dwarka pastimes, where it is said that how they had 16,108 palaces, and each palace, the queen, each queen was staying in Lord's expansion there, and each queen had 10 sons, right? Lord, you have 10 sons.
10 sons.
And one daughter, or 10 sons? Okay.
10 sons only.
10 sons, yeah. So foremost is Pradyumna. He is son of whom?
Mother Rukmini.
Rukmini, yeah. And whose son was Satyabhama's son?
Samba.
Samba, yeah. Pradyumna, Samba. And actually when there was fight during that Yadus, Prabhashetra, Pradyumna and Samba started fighting. It's described. Who was fighting against whom? So, and others, some sons of Jambavati and others, I don't know much. But there is a description of Vajranab. So, Pradyumna's son was Aniruddha, and Aniruddha's son was Vajranab. And he was only one who escaped from that fatal fratricidal battle. Everybody was killed there, but only Vajranab, he escaped. He came, and then he was one who installed so many deities in Vrindavan. We see, that Vajranab. So these are the final pastimes of the Lord in Dwarka. So we see that Lord did some years he stayed in Vrindavan, almost like 11 years. Then almost 18 years he stayed in Mathura. And almost like 100 years he stayed in Dwarka, like that. So total more than 125, 128 years or something he stayed. So he he stayed maximum at Dwarka and minimum in Vrindavan, right? But we see in Dwarka also, Lord was always remembering and remembering and remembering whom?
Rajvasis, Radharani.
Rajvasis he would always remember. So much so that he created a Pratibhu Vrindavan in Dwarka. So that was the first Pratibhu Vrindavan in the creation, first. Because he was so much remembering, he said, I want to, we should make one Vrindavan in Dwarka. So same like all the places, and they had murtis also of Yashoda, Nanda, and the covered boys and the cows. So Krishna would daily go and take darshan there because he used to remember so much. Although he stayed there minimum, but his consciousness was maximum there. So that is the first Pratibhu Vrindavan. So there are 10 Pratibhu Vrindavans till now. Anybody knows the 10? Which are they? The first one I said. No? You don't know? Okay. Shall I tell or no?
Yes, Prabhu, yes.
So
Yes, Prabhuji, very much.
So you have to write down. Then I will ask. The first one, the Pratibhu Vrindavan, created by Lord Krishna himself in Dwarka. Let me see if I remember all 10. Then second one was by Roop and Sanatan. Roop Sanatan in Ramkeli, in their palace where they are staying in their courtyard. So Krishna and then Rupa Sanatan. Then Srinivas Acharya. Srinivas Acharya made in Ban Vishnupur, where the king Dhirambir became devotee later. He stole those books. And he got initiated from Srinivas Acharya, and the whole village got initiated from Srinivas Acharya. And there Srinivas Acharya made a Pratibhu Vrindavan. And fourth was by Rasikananda Prabhu, disciple of Shyamananda Pandit. He made it in Medinapur, which is in West Bengal. So this is the fourth Pratibhu Vrindavan. And the fifth was made by the king of Jaipur. His name was Jai Singh. So there now also, if you go, there is Kanak Vrindavan in Jaipur by King Jai Singh. So how many were?
5.
Right. Then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he made it Pratibhu Vrindavan. Where? Where? Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur? Don't know. Chaitanya Gaudiya Math you visited or no?
Mayapur?
Mayapur. There we have Govardhan, Radhakund, Shyamkund. You don't remember?
Yes, yes, Prabhu. Yes, around the birthplace is there.
Yeah. So that is fixed. And there is
Gaura Kishordar Babaji's Samadhi is there near Radhakund, no, Prabhuji?
There only, na, in that Chaitanya Gaudiya Math. In that campus only they have the Samadhi and that.
Yes, yes. Govardhan is there. Small Govardhan is there.
I remember visiting it, Prabhuji, last time. If you do the parikrama there, it is equal to doing the parikrama in actual Govardhan in.
Yeah. So that is like Pratibhu, which is actually Swayambhu, not different. Then, how many were? 7? 6 are over. Right? Then there is one Yashoda Ma. She has created this Uttar Vrindavan in Uttarakhand. The huge, and she also made it like a Vrindavan of that. A Pratibhu in Uttarakhand. Amora is the name of that place. And this is Yashodama. So she is also a great devotee of Lord Krishna. And she has made this Uttar Vrindavan in Uttarakhand. 7. Then Prabhupada made in New Vrindavan. Prabhupada made in New Vrindavan, West Virginia. Then his only Shivram Swami Maharaj made in Hungary, New Vrajadham. This is also big place, exact replica. And 10th one is Govardhan Eco Village by His Holiness Radha Swami Maharaj. You all visited Govardhan Eco Village? No?
No, Prabhu, not yet.
We should have a picnic on Yatra, all of you, when you come. Govardhan Eco Village, very beautiful place. There is like Pratibhu Vrindavan, all this temple, 7 temples, and actual size temple of Madan Mohan is there, like that only, exactly. And Prabhupada rooms, like Radha Damodar, you feel like you are there directly. So it is like exactly like same Vrindavan. You feel like that same Vrindavan there. But there is no trouble of monkeys here. It is monkey-free Vrindavan here. So you can go and it's very nice place.
By whom? Govardhan Eco Village by?
His only Sadhana Swami Maharaj. He made that. Actually, Prabhupada gave instruction in New Vrindavan only that please make here New Vrindavan. But that couldn't happen fully there. So Maharaj thought that it is not happening here. So better I will do here in connected to Chowpatty, the Govardhan Eco Village. So he could do. Because there it's still going on. It's not still yet complete in New Vrindavan. They are building still in progress. So which are the 10 Vrindavan? Who can tell? Pratibhu Vrindavan.
One is Dwaraka, Prabhu, first one.
Dwarka. Different
The
devotees should tell.
Yes, yes.
One, each one can tell. Others? They heard or no?
Ramakeli by Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami.
Rupa and Sanatana. Ramakeli. Then 2 are over. Third.
Srinivas Sajay by Balakrishna Pura.
Bala
Made by
Vishnu. Srinivasacharya.
Balavishnu. How Prabhuji? Bala?
No. Bana Vishnupur. Bana.
Ban. Oh, Ban Vishnu.
Then 4th. Yes.
Mednapur. Bengal.
Rasikanand Guru. Medinapur. Then 5th.
Kanaka
Kanak Vrindavan in Jaipur. Yeah. Then 6th. 6th one is
Mayapur, Bhakti Siddhanta.
Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Okay. Then
Yashodama.
Yashoda Islam in Uttarakhand. Yeah, Uttar Vrindavan. Then
Prabhupada, New Vrindavan.
New Vrindavan. Then
Sri Ramachandra. Shivaram.
Shivram Swami Maharaj in Hungary, New Vrajadham. And 10th
Radha Swami Maharaj. Govardhan Village.
Govardhan Eco Village. Rebo. Anyway, I had made one video on that. That's why I remembered.
There is a message on the chat box, Prabhuji.
Oh, what is the message? Chat box. There is nothing there. What is the message?
No message, no message. Maybe it is Prabhuji to separate, I think. Amalaji Prabhu, maybe for you.
Oh, yes, yeah. Anto Prabhuji has said, can we plan next year's yatra to Eco Village? He has said.
I am always ready for yatras.
Very well. Okay, then we can all go, Prabhuji, with your blessing.
Brahmachari means all days are holidays for us. We don't know which is Sunday, which is Saturday, which is Monday. All are Sunday for us. So I keep taking yatra now for this group, Baudan group, where I am preaching. We are going to Talashri. Talashri is little bit ahead of Govardhan village. That is the farmhouse of ISKCON Juhu temple. So they also have big land of 100 acres. So next month we are going there. And with our boys, we are going to Khadakwasla. So for different groups, I am taking yatras. So continuously I am in yatra only, roaming here and there. Because I don't have any work. We just we went to Pandharpur and other places. If you want, you can come. We'll go to Govardhan Eco Village. Very nice place. But you have to book in advance. It's quite a busy place. Anyway, so how we went to Vrindavan? So, yeah. So Krishna, first time he built that new this Vrindavan, Pratibhu Vrindavan in Dwarka. So like that, Krishna although stayed in Vrindavan very less, but he spent quality time there. So always these queens of Dwarka used to think, why this Krishna is always chanting some names while he's sleeping, and they would be always in anxiety because he may leave just and go away at any time. So they would be always watchful. He should not go. So how he is sporting there, and how many teachers they had employed in Dwarka. What was the number? That was, I think, 3 crore something.
38
Yeah.
million. 38 million. 38,800,000.
3 crores. 3
Yes.
crores, 80,000, 80 lakhs. Yeah. So many teachers. And whole group, I think, whole their Yadu family was so huge. I think some number to 56 crore or something, I heard. Because they each son again had 10 sons and like that, and the whole family, and so 16,108, and so like that something lot huge number comes, and so many teachers, you see. So if Lord Krishna has to take family photo, then how he will take
A drone.
Yeah, huge drone will be required. From above, family photo can be taken. So Lord Krishna's everything is huge. Huge number of these family members, Yadus. Have you heard how huge was Lord Ram's army of monkeys? How many of you know how many monkeys were there in Lord Ram's army? No? Okay. So are you ready? Let me tell you. I had again made my video from that. That's why I know. I'm telling all the things from my videos. Those who have seen my videos, they will know. So, in Valmiki Ramayana, it comes that Lord Ram had a huge monkey army. And we cannot count by our existing number system. So Valmiki used a numbering system first. So first understand this numbering system, and then you will understand. Then you will understand how many monkeys were there. So he tells 1 lakh crore is equal to 1 shankhu. 1 lakh shankhu is equal to 1 mahashankhu. 1 lakh mahashankhu is equal to 1 padma. 1 lakh padma is equal to 1 mahapadma. 1 lakh mahapadma equal to 1 kharva. 1 lakh kharva is equal to 1 mahakharva. 1 lakh Mahakharva is equal to 1 Vrind. 1 lakh Vrind is equal to 1 Samudra. 1 lakh Samudra is equal to 1 Ogha. 1 lakh Ogha is equal to 1 Maha Ogha. And Prabhu Ram Chandra Dharmi had 100 crore Maha Ogha monkeys. Hari Bol. Is it clear?
It's bewildering, bro. Numbers.
Huh?
Bewildering numbers.
Who can repeat? You will get special Mahaprasad. You have the access to YouTube? You can.
Yes.
Huh?
I can open and share in the YouTube, in the screen.
My channel you open, there I
Yeah.
have that made one animation actually of
Okay.
this.
You can share, Prabhu.
We have seen that, bro. We have seen that.
Seen?
You can also share, Prabhu, from your
I
screen.
don't know. I don't have access here. This is not my laptop. Meanwhile, you open.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah. So, for Lord, everything is huge. The kind of family members in Dwarka, they are huge. The army was huge. So Dwarka's everything is huge because it's a Dwarka. It's in opulence. But in Vrindavan, everything is very personal and very delicate. And the Vrindavan mood and Dwarka mood, it's very stark difference. So Vrindavan Vrajvasis, they loved Krishna so much that they couldn't think of anything else. So when Uddha had gone there, he went there to pacify the Vrajvasis that please be silent, don't worry, Krishna. No, go up. No, this is quite old one. I think it's not in sequence according to the dates. Yeah, I think the title was How Many Monkeys. Okay, now go below. Below. Yeah. This is not it. Actually, you have to go to my channel. This is different. Channel में जाओगे तो then it will come sequence wise. No, this is not. Go up here. You have to go to the channel homepage. Yes. Now go below. Videos. Yes. थोड़ा नीचे आ जाओ. Come down. Below. और नीचे. Backwards monkeys और नीचे. और नीचे आ जाओ. Here, this one. This, if someone says I am God, ask him to do this. That you play. This one. Yes. Yeah. That one. Sound will come, na? Sound is not coming.
हरे कृष्णा, आप सभी का स्वागत है मेरे YouTube चैनल पे। रामायण, जो वाल्मीकि ने जो रामायण लिखा है उसमें इसका वर्णन आता है कि प्रभु रामचंद्र की सेना में कितने सारे वानर थे, कितने सारे बंदर थे, इतने अनगिनत बंदर थे, अनगिनत, उसका हम काउंटिंग भी नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि हमें तो करोड़ तक ही गिनती आता है, उसके आगे बिल्कुल आता नहीं है। तो वाल्मीकि रामायण में वाल्मीकि जी बताते हैं एक नया काउंटिंग सिस्टम, अगर वो हम समझ पाए तो समझ में आएगा कि कितने सारे वानर थे प्रभु रामचंद्र की सेना में। तो ये रामायण में आता है, वाल्मीकि जी बताते हैं कि 1 लाख करोड़ होता है एक शंखु, 1,00,000 शंखु होता है एक महाशंखु, 1,00,000 महाशंखु होता है एक वृंद, 1,00,000 वृंद होता है एक पद्म, 1,00,000 पद्म होता है एक महापद्म, 1,00,000 महापद्म होता है एक खर्व, 1,00,000 खर्व होता है एक महाखर्व, 1,00,000 महाखर्व होता है एक समुद्र, और 1,00,000 समुद्र होता है एक ओघ, और 1,00,000 ओघ होता है एक महाओघ। और प्रभु रामचंद्र की सेना में थे 100 करोड़ महाओघ बंदर। तो सोचिए, कल्पना कीजिए, कल्पना भी नहीं हो सकती कि इतने सारे बंदर थे, अनलिमिटेड बंदर थे प्रभु रामचंद्र की सेना में। और प्रभु रामचंद्र ये सारी सेना को लेके जाते हैं श्रीलंका पे आक्रमण करने के लिए, रावण के ऊपर आक्रमण करने के लिए। तो प्रभु रामचंद्र 100 करोड़ महाओघ बंदरों का नेतृत्व करते थे, उनको अनुशासित करते थे, उनको संभालते थे। तो आज की तारीख में अगर कोई बोलता है कि मैं भगवान हूँ, मैं ही राम हूँ, मैं ही कृष्ण हूँ, मैं भगवान हूँ, तो उसके पास 100 बंदर देने चाहिए। 100 बंदरों को मैनेज कर सकते हो, उनका नेतृत्व कर सकते हो, उनको अनुशासित कर सकते हो, तो तुमको हम भगवान मान सकते हैं। लेकिन बंदरों को कोई मैनेज नहीं कर सकता, इसलिए हम भगवान नहीं बन सकते। बंदरों को, इतने सारे बंदर, 100 करोड़ महाओघ बंदरों को सिर्फ प्रभु रामचंद्र भगवान ही मैनेज कर सकते हैं, वही उनको अनुशासित कर सकते हैं, वही उनका नेतृत्व कर सकते हैं। इसलिए हम कभी भगवान नहीं बन सकते, हम भगवान के केवल दास बन सकते। वी कैन नेवर बिकम गॉड, वी कैन बिकम गॉडली। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हरे कृष्ण।
Hari Bol. You like the animation?
Hari
Yes,
bol, super
very
movie, super.
Wonderful.
So please remember the number 100 करोड़ महाओघ बंदर। अगर उनका फोटो लेना है तो will require a big super professional drone to take the whole. When they attacked, that time Ravan was bewildered. He saw there is an ocean of monkeys. There is this ocean, water ocean, there is another ocean of monkeys. So many monkeys were there. So anyway, so Lord's these Dwarka pastimes are there, but the most intimate pastimes happened in Vrindavan. So Vrajavasi is the meaning itself, Vraja, as I said previously. So Vraja means they would change their desires would go behind Lord Krishna's desires. Whatever Krishna desired, they would do that. That's why they are Vrajavasis, and their love is most special in the whole creation. Dwarkavasis' love cannot be compared to love of Vrajavasis. So that's why Lord would always, although he was staying in Dwarka, always remember Vrajavasis. So he had created there a Pratibhu Vrindavan. So Lord also doesn't stay in this material world for long. He also does wind up. 11th canto, we see Prabha Kshetra, wind up. हो गया, वृंदावन लीला हो गई, मथुरा लीला हो गई, द्वारका लीला, and then actually Lord leaves back home. So even Lord doesn't stay here for long. We see. So we see this lesson that Lord also, when he comes to material world, he stays for some time and he does wind up. So Lord wants to show that this place is not a place for permanent residence. Just stay, come here, and then go back. So we should also not make this as a permanent residence. Jesus Christ, what he said, this material world is just like a
crossing the bridge. Do not try to build a house home.
Don't build your house on the bridge. We should not make our settled life attachments here in this world. We should have only one attachment to Lord Krishna. Krishna himself is showing, I also don't stay here for long. हो गया काम, हो गया, चलो निकल चलो. Prabhupada gives the example toilet. Toilet, you don't want to stay for a long time. You want to get out immediately. So similarly, this world also, stay for some time, do our work and get out immediately. Or like hospital, you don't want to stay in hospital for long, go and come back immediately. The material world is like that. So Lord himself is showing by his pastime that we should not stay here for long and take relish the stay in this material world. Get out as soon as possible. Don't make permanent attachments here in this material world. So this Bhagavatam, we have completed the 10th canto successfully, 90 chapters. So this 10th canto is considered the Lord's beautiful face, moon-like face. And this face, generally face is actually the most important part in the whole book. So Lord's beautiful face is compared to this 10th canto. And actually, if we read these pastimes again and again and again and again and again and again, such beautiful pastimes are there. That's why Prabhupada would say that they during those times they would read Krishna book before going to sleep, so that when we sleep we dream of Krishna. So these 10th canto pastimes are very, very sweet. That's why Prabhupada gave them in before only, in Krishna book. So we should read as much as possible, because remembering Krishna becomes very easy by hearing his activities. These 10 cantos are like the cream of the whole. It is called the Ashray Tattva. Just like there are many focus lights, and the focus is Lord there. So all these focus lights are compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cantos, 11, 12. They are all the focus light, and in the focus between is Lord. So focus light unpe are that Lord's form is at 10th canto, Ashray Tattva. So it's like the cream. So we should read as much as possible and relish these pastimes and try to remember Krishna more and more and more and more and more. And that is the goal of life. Antakale cha mameva smaran mukha kalevaram. Iha prayati samadbhavam yati nastita samshaya. If you remember the Lord at the time of death, if you remember any of the pastimes from the 10th canto, we will go surely back to Godhead. So it's very, very, very important. These pastimes are so sweet, so relishable. Krishna's pastimes are so very beautiful. So amongst all the pastimes of the Lord, Krishna's pastimes, there are various incarnations, but the activities of Lord Krishna, they are most beautiful. Very, very wonderful. So 10th canto is like the face, beautiful face of the Lord. And this Ras Panchadhyaya is called beautiful smile of the Lord. So we should relish this 10th canto as much as possible. Although we have covered one chapter in one session, there is much more Acharyas have written, and there are nice books which actually make it more relishable. This 10th canto is just like the kheer. And then our Acharyas like Jiva Goswami has given Gopal Champu, Kavi Karnapur has given Anand Vrindavan Champu, then there is Garga Samhita, which gives more detail other pastimes of the Lord. So they are like adding the karpur and the fragrance in the kheer. So this also we can read. Very nice. Gopal Champu gives in detail the Govardhan Leela. What all happened under the Govardhan during what conversation was happening. It is not there in Bhagavatam. Anand Vrindavan Champu also gives in detail. Anand Vrindavan Champu written by Kavi Karnapur, he is so much in love with the Vrindavan pastimes that he actually gives only Vrindavan pastimes. He doesn't want to discuss Mathura and Dwarka Leela, like that. So they are also very good book. Garga Samhita also gives very wonderful pastimes of the Lord. So we can read and relish Lord's pastimes. They are very, 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 very sweet. The more we remember Krishna, the more we get purified, and more we get attracted to his abode, and more our desire becomes more and more and more to go back home, back to Godhead. So how many of you felt discussing this 10th canto was very wonderful and you relished? All of you liked? Only Shiva Guna Krishna Prabhu liked discussion on 10th canto. Everybody liked that. So the 10th canto is really very wonderful. Krishna book. Very bold. Thank you.
Thank you, Prabhu. Prabhu, what about 11th and 12th canto, Prabhu? Not cover that?
We wanted to cover only the Ashray Tattva. The focus lights, all you can cover.
Because from beginning we studied first canto, second canto, like that we came up to 10th canto.
Oh, acha.
Yes,
Okay.
like summary study.
Summary, acha. We can do, I think, 11,
Yes,
12
sir.
also.
Yes, bro. Then we can go to CC.
Acha. Okay, if you all feel like that, then we can cover also 11,
Because, yeah,
12 and also in summary. Okay. Okay, Shivratri some little bit as
yes, Prabhu. Yes.
10,
Thank you.
15 minutes. Actually, today was a special program here. Today, again, a special guest came from Shwesdeep Prabhu. They had a nice program. So, their program is growing nice, 50, 60 people, more than that they came. So now we have almost like 4 programs, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have programmed. Then also today, college preaching also we started, new college. They came to temple and they invited, they like very much. By all of your blessings, preaching here is flourishing. I'm grateful to all of you. May your blessings.
Yes, Prabhu. We saw your video also preaching in school, I think, one school.
Ah,
Yes.
yeah. That's one school they invited me. Yes.
It was
Thank
nice.
you. Thank you for watching the videos.
Very good. Nice, Prabhu.
Doing something, trying to serve in some way. So Shivratri basically previously actually in India I think everybody almost follows it. Shivratri. Before coming to ISKCON also I think twice in a year we used to do upvas. So one was Shivratri, Mahashivratri and some other. So we do, but we hardly knew the importance. But now we know who is Lord Shiva actually. So Lord Shiva, as we know, Shivratri means he was actually the born. How he was born, it was from the Lord Brahma's forehead. He was born when this Chatushkumar, they deny the request of Brahma to procreate. So that time Lord Shiva is born and then Lord Brahma gives him some places and like that. And the Shiv Tattva is mostly so much misunderstood. And we see that there is always fight and quarrel between the Shaivites and the Vaishnavites. Eternally, from long time it is going. We know during Ramanujacharya also. Who was that king? Shaivite? Kolatunga?
One Kulatunga, yes, one. Yeah, Raja.
Kolatunga. Yeah, so he was very much against Vaishnavism. And
No,
then
but one thing we are noticing that normally Shaivites they disturb Vaishnavites, but Vaishnavites there is no history of torturing Shaivites or something like that. Is there something like that? Because we are not hearing like that.
Actually, what
Vaishnavites,
happened in the 17th century in Nasik, where there was Kumbh Mela, so the Vaishnava and Shaivites they used to have at one place only, in Nasik only. But in 17th century, when they had this Kumbh Mela, there was some fight between Shaivite and Vaishnavites. There's such a horrible fight, practically. Almost like 2,000 people were killed. 2,000 in the Kumbh Mela. How many Vaishnava how many Shaivite, I don't know. But 2,000. So from that time, then they separated the place. Whenever Kumbh Mela is there, the Vaishnavites they gather in Nasik and the Shaivites they gather in Trambakeshwar. They are given separate place. Recently we had gone to Trambakeshwar. So they were saying that the 17th century fight was there. So horrible fight. 2,000 people were killed. So in that fight. So there are argument, quarrels, Shaivite and Vaishnavite. But in the top, these two, Lord Shiva and Vishnu, they are such a great, they have great relationship with each other. When they must be seeing down, these fellows, they are fighting. Generally like that happens. The two leaders, they are having very good relationship. But down the line, the followers, they make such a difference that they fight and quarrel. Although at the top there is no difference. They have such a nice relationship, loving relationship. So Lord Shiva's personality is always many times has misunderstood, and then people sometimes commit offense also. So one thing we have to understand, he is also a Guna avatar. Lord Shiva is Guna avatar. Among the different types of avatars of Lord, Shaktavesh avatar, Yuga avatar, and Purusha avatar, and Leela avatar, and all that, Guna avatar is Brahma and Vishnu and Mahesh. There is Lord Shiva, is Guna avatar. Also, it is said that he is not different, because not different than Vishnu, because he is avatar only, na? He is avatar and he is, that's why he is not different. But again, he is also different. So it's like Achintya Bheda. One who thinks that Lord Vishnu and Lord Shiva are different, they are committing offense. And one who thinks they're on the same level, that is also offense. You know? So what we should think, you know? So they are simultaneously one also and different also. Just like the milk and the curd. That is the example. So the milk and the curd, what is the difference? That the milk is only transformed to curd. That is also milk when we see the curd. So the milk is original and the curd is transformation. So similarly, when Lord has to deal with this material nature, he deals through Lord Shiva. I think last time we discussed. In a company there is CEO, and below is the MD, and no, sorry. The first is the owner, then the CEO and MD. Right? This is the structure as far as I remember when I did the
Yes,
job.
yes.
Okay. The owner, the CEO, and the MD. So now the owner is completely scot-free and he is not worried about all the management, and he is roaming here, sometimes this place, that place, he is doing his picnics. The owner, sometimes he will ask CEO, kya ho raha hai, kaise chal raha hai? And the CEO, he deals. And the CEO also, most of the time, he will not deal directly. He will deal through the MD. And the MD will get into the integrated, then he will see the management and all the department heads and all that. They will be under him reporting like that. He has to see. The MD reports to CEO and CEO reports to the owner. So it's like that. Krishna. So Krishna is like the owner. Swayam Bhagwan. Krishna is to Bhagwan Swayam. And then this Vishnu is actually Bhagwan. Means he is like Lord, who is, I had that term, what was that? Swayam Bhagwan? Yes, Sarveshwara.
You told Prabhu, Sarveshwar, Parmeshwar and Maheshwar last class.
Sarveshwar.
Parmeshwar and Maheshwar.
नहीं, विष्णु के लिए क्या है?
Parameshwar.
हाँ, परमेश्वर. Okay, हाँ. Sarveshwar, Parmeshwar, Maheshwar. Yeah. The owner, CEO, and the MD. Yeah. So like that, Lord Shiva directly deals. So Vishnu and Lord Mayadhyakshuni Prakruti. So that glance of Lord Vishnu is said that is Shiva. And that is how he impregnates the material nature to Shiva. And then the living entities are created and this material nature goes on. So also Radheshamprabhu gives the example of if a worker has to do work in the factory, he will wear a gloves, where his hand doesn't get affected. That glow is like Lord Shiva. So because he has to deal with tamogun or the dealing with the material nature, so sometimes, rarely he gets affected also. He gets affected sometimes. And Prabhupada writes where he gets affected.
He gets angry.
Huh?
He gets angry sometimes.
No, in which incidents?
Mohini Lila.
Mohini, okay. That is quite different. That is not under the modes. Is Lord himself.
Vrgasur.
Vrikasur. No, how Lord Shiva gets affected by tamogun?
He destroys Prabhu because he is in the destruction, this one. After Lord Brahma created, that Rudra, they started destroying everything. Then they were given a separate place to stay.
Yeah. So that way so one incident is also this Daksha incidents. where Lord Shiva is criticized heavily. Of course, he doesn't say anything that time. But when second time he does Yajna, that time Sati says to Lord Shiva that please come, we'll go. So there Lord Shiva says, no. Last time he insulted me and still feeling the pain in my heart. I cannot go there. So there Vishnu Chakra Thakur writes that because Lord Shiva has to deal with material nature, so sometimes he gets affected. So he's feeling that pain in the heart because of these moods. So otherwise, if Lord Vishnu was there, he doesn't feel insulted or anything. So he's because one who is completely transcendental, he will not feel insulted by any words because there is no ego, false ego. But Lord Shiva, because that touch is there with the material nature, so some contamination, some effect is there. Sometimes, rarely. That is one Daksha past. And then the second thing is Prabhupada also writes about when Parvati comes to agitate Lord Shiva when they are the sun. So that time he actually gets agitated, and then that's how they have son Kartikeya. So the Kalidas has written this whole book called Kumar Sambhav. The Kumar Sambhav deals with all how Parvati is enticing Lord Shiva. The whole book deals with that only. So it is said that Parvati got angry on Kalidas and she didn't want him to write. So she created so many obstacles that he couldn't write completely. But none the way he could write most of her 90%, but which is how Parvati was inciting Lord Shiva. And Prabhupada writes in one of the purpose that Lord Shiva actually succumbed Parvati. But Prabhupada says, but Haridas Thakur, he didn't succumb to the prostitute. Haridas Thakur didn't succumb to Maya Devi. So Prabhupada writes, because Haridas Thakur is a pure Vaishnava. But here, actually, Lord Shiva, although he is also Vaishnava Namita Shambhu, but because he has to deal with material nature, so then sometimes he gets affected, but rarely, not very much, because that one has to deal. So these two incidents at least I know, and also we know that while fighting on the side of Banasur, right? Banasur.
Yes,
Lord Shiva even opposes Lord Vishnu or Krishna. That is also undesirable. So like that, these are the few places where, but they have very good relationship. He is like a devotee, Rama Rama Rameti Manoharame. That verse is there where actually Lord Shiva is always chanting the names of Lord Ram and he is meditating on Sankarshan. So he is also one of the Dhampal. Wherever you see Krishna's Dham, and there is Lord Shiva's temple also Dhampal. He is also, and he wanted access to the Ras Leela. He was the guardian of the Ras Leela. So like that, there is a very nice relationship between Vishnu and Lord Shiva, just like an owner and MD, CEO and MD. But there are some few incidences, which happened, but people actually see that, see Lord Shiva, and then even Vaishnavites also, they will focus so much, see Lord Shiva like that, and then Shaivite, then they will give so many other references. So for them, they will say, what? He couldn't drink the poison, your Lord Vishnu. Or Shiva drank the poison. Then they will say about Rameshwaram. Lord Ram worship the Shivlinga. So they also give some argument, and Vaishnavas also, they also start fighting. But actually, he is Vaishnava Namita Shambhu. He is the greatest of the devotees of Lord Vishnu, and same he has come as. So same Lord Shiva came in Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Lila as whom?
Advaita
Acharya. See? And what a great relationship they had, Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya. So just imagine followers of Advaita Acharya and followers of Mahaprabhu fighting with each other. It's such a, they have such a close relationship, Lord Shiva and Lord Vishnu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Advaita Acharya. Actually Mahaprabhu once declared, one who follows me but doesn't follow you, Advaita Acharya, he is doomed. I will never call him near to me. He will be never pleasing to me. He is not at all my devotee. So he is my devotee, but he rejects you, Advaita Acharya, then he is not dear to me. But Lord says, but somebody takes your shelter, Advaita Acharya, and he rejects me, I will take him there. Lord Chaitanya declares like that. So Advaita Acharya is so dear. He is author of Sada Shiv. So like that we have to understand they have very close connection, very close relationship, and we should not like neophytes fights among ourselves. Sometimes in ISKCON also this gurus, gurus and neophytes. The gurus have very nice relationship, but down the line they keep fighting. My guru, your guru. This highly neophyte behavior. So same between Vaishnava and Shaivites. Vaishnavites are also not less. They will also incite. The Shaivites, they also. So we have to see, their relationship is so nice. So Lord Shiva is greatest of the devotee we have to see. And we see that how Lord Shiva is a Dhampal. He has access to Ras Leela. And we see that he directs the devotees, the real seekers to Lord Krishna. He gives them Krishna Bhakti. We see in Chaitanya Charitamrita the story of that Brahman who worshipped Lord Shiva, and then Lord Shiva directed him to whom?
To Sanatana Goswami.
Sanatana Goswami, yeah. See? And when
And also
Sanatana Goswami,
Rudra Gita also for the
Rudra
Prachetas.
Gita, yeah, Rudra Gita, he was glorifying the Lord there. So we should see that how even Chakleshwar Mahadev and there, he calls the mosquitoes in charge, and he chastises him because he wants to take association of Sanatana Goswami. So Lord Shiva, and then there is a story of Tukaram Maharaj, how he gave darshan to Tukaram Maharaj also. He ate prasad from the hands of Tukaram Maharaj direct. So he likes to associate with great Vaishnavas because he himself is a great Vaishnava. And he is in great ecstasy thinking of Sankarshan, chanting names of Lord Ram. So we have to see Lord Shiva in that perspective. And never see, hey, he's Shiva, means Shaivites and Vaishnavite, like this. So that way, Lord Krishna will also not be pleased. We should see Advaita Acharya. How Advaita Acharya is there. Will we hate Advaita Acharya? No. Lord Shiva is like that only. So we should live very amicably with Vaishnavite and Shaivite. There is fight between Sanatana Dharma only. There are people outside Sanatana Dharma and then they attack Sanatana Dharma. So there is fight amongst Sanatana Dharma only, Hinduism only. That is a so sorry state. So Lord Shiva, we should see that he is very, very great Vaishnava, pure Vaishnava. And he likes to associate with Vaishnava. Vaishnava Namita Shambhu. And if we pray to him sincerely, there is Sakapat Krupa and Nishkapat Krupa. We saw, Nishkapat and Sakapat. Sakapat means those who are not very sincere followers, they just worship Lord Shiva. Then he gives them some material benediction. But one who is a Nishkapat Krupa, for a sincere seeker, then he sends them to Lord Krishna. That is the Nishkapat Krupa. Sakapat means he will give them the benediction, whatever he wants. Ashitosh. Like that, Lord Shiva's glories are there. And if we see the temple of Lord Shiva, and we should go to our senses and pray that, oh Lord Shiva, please give me Krishna Prem, Krishna Bhakti. Because the pure devotee can give that. He has. And he is in so much ecstasy. And he is so compassionate that he goes to the smashan and delivers this hobgoblins and ghosts. And in Varanasi, when somebody dies, what he does, Lord Shiva there?
He chants Lord Ram's name in the ear of the person, dying person.
In Varanasi, Kashi. If he's not devotee of Lord Ram or Krishna, then why would he do that? We have to see him in connection to Lord Krishna. So Lord Shiva is a very great Vaishnava, and we pray to him on this day that let him benedict us and give the ultimate Nishkapat Krupa and give us Krishna praying, Krishna Bhakti. Like that we can pray on this day to Lord Shiva. Okay. शिवरात्रि महामहोत्सव की जय
Jai.
Jai.
की जय
Jai.
भागवतम 10th canto की जय
Jai.
की जय
Chaitanya Chandra Prabhuji ki double jai.
Jai.
हरि
Jai,
बोल.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Amarajit Prabhu, you'd like to thank
Yes, Prabhuji. It's been a great journey, Prabhuji.
climax
Ni-
of the Canto.
Yes, 90 chapters is not a joke. We have so much indebted to you, Prabhuji, for
90
giving
not
us
out.
90 not out. Exactly. You have given us so much of knowledge and wealth of knowledge, and which is helping us in progressing in our Krishna consciousness. Thank you so
All
much.
of
We
you
are
are very
really
eager. I feel eager to speak.
thank you so much, Prabhuji. It's a blessing, true blessing that we got we are getting. We'll continue to get your association, as you rightly said. It's going to be a long journey, beautiful journey ahead, and we really look forward for the Saturday
Hopefully
evening.
you are not bored and tired because of this 10 canto. Now you will say enough now, Prabhu.
No, not at all, Prabhuji. Please don't say that. Don't even think on those lines. It's a brilliant journey. I really feel every Saturday we really look forward to your class. So simple. It's very simple language, very easy to digest, very easy to understand. And you are actually giving us the gulab jamun inside our mouth. You're putting. We just have to swallow. So
Frankly speaking, I don't prepare anything. I just come and speak something.
that is your humility and your knowledge at such a young age. You dedicated your life towards Prabhupada's movement, and that is glorious, Prabhuji. Thank you so much. We don't have words to express how gratituous we are at your lotus feet for giving us this beautiful pastimes of Lord Krishna from Srimad Bhagavatham. And we are eagerly looking forward to continue this journey eternally. Thank you so
we
much.
have Bhagavatam, then we have Chaitanya Charitamrita, then we have
Yes.
Ramayana, we have Mahabharata.
Hari bol. Yes, Prabhuji.
Whole life.
Yes, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hari bol.
Thank you, Shogana Prabhuji, for giving me this opportunity to glorify Prabhu.
Thank you,
Hare
Prabhu.
Krishna.
Simana Krishna Nam Prabhu. Prabhu would like to speak.
Hare Krishna, Pranam Prabhuji.
Hari bol.
Hare
Amaraji
Krishna.
told it was a
Yeah.
long 90 days where we can see every day, every week, Prabhuji's vibrant smile. And it was giving us a whole week and enthusiasm to do the Bhakti, Prabhuji. And how you are giving us this, all your knowledge, you are transferring us. It was so nice where we are 90 days. And we are going to continue with you, Prabhuji. It's like what you told in many more eternal weeks will be going to come to continue.
Yes.
Machita Madgata Prana Bodhayantascha Parasparam.
Hari bol.
Krishna is
Shyati
smiling.
cha,
from
Ramati
behind.
cha.
You see that photo?
Yes,
Yes, Prabhuji. Damodar
Yashoda.
Bhagwan Yashoda Mata ki jai ho.
He's smiling. He's also happy hearing the whole. He also heard the 10th canto whole.
Yeah.
Hare bol. Hare Krishna.
Jai.
Wonderful. Thank you again, Prabhuji.
Nice
We'll
to
come with you.
Rasananda Krishna Nam Prabhu. Jai.
Krishna,
Actually, I know 2 faces. All other faces are hidden.
3 faces, Prabhu. 3 are there.
I will see actual faces when I come there. Kanayalesh. One day.
Yes, Prabhuji. We are hoping and praying.
We will ask
Yes,
question,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu. You will tell the name, you have to identify the person.
Pardon?
We will ask question to you. We
Acha.
will tell the name, you have to identify the person.
Oh, when I come there, huh?
Yes.
At least I know the sound, voices I know. Pictures I don't know.
Prabhuji, it
But
was-
anyway, good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And,
Thank you, Prabhuji.
we'll meet again. Hopefully Saturday. Now
Yes.
it's 10:40. My eyes are half closing. This is the time we fast asleep.
But when we see you, it is just like as if you are just woken up and energized to give lecture, Prabhuji.
I have 3 programs on Saturday.
Very
First
good.
is a youth program, then this program, and this is the third program. So I'm completely drained out. I don't know what I speak here. So something I speak, and because you are Vaishnavas, you take good, something like what I speak also. I am very, very grateful to all of you. 14, 15 devotees regularly attend. I'm very happy. So we'll continue the journey.
Yes,
Jai.
Prabhuji.
Srila
Jai
Prabhupada ki jai.
Ki jai.
And
Vancha
Bhagavatam